Uh, this is Regine, and I want to say to you today is that I want to speak on the topic about how many Congress people from the Social Democrats and Democrats are uh, advocating and to have America get involved in the decade war between Israel and Palestine. So we had two Congress people, one Oham, Omar, and Rashida Tlaib, who came out before the election and they advocated in showing that they were supportive of the Palestinian government and that they were thinking and will promote uh, sanction the Israelites. But America has a president and a government, other politicians, government that runs the foreign affairs, over the foreign affairs. And as always, America wants to be the mediator. We doesn't want to really get our country involved in pursuing to be taking sides for with one country over the other one. Because we support Israel and we also support Palestine. And the American people support Israel and they support Palestine. Do you know there are over 38 up to 56 charities, American charities, that give to Palestine? Missionaries that send food, clothing, and they were helping housing. We was even over there helping giving money to help people when they had their drought, when the olive trees got messed up, and we have sent money to buy olive trees over there for the country, help people to get water and food from the war, from the shelling from the Israelites, so they can have water and clothing, clean clothing, and food. America helps both sides. America doesn't want to get into this decade war between Israel and Palestine. It's going to take Palestinians and the Israelis. It's going to take Palestinians to weed out their government and find out whatever corruption that's created them not to have peace. And if they got the Hamas society, they need to advocate for them, go over there, advocate for them to come be more peaceful with Palestine. Not bring the fight to the United States. The United States does not need to get involved in this decade war with Palestine and Israel. And because if Palestinians want to, they need to be like a squeaky wheel and stay at the table so they can bring about peace. But yet and still, but what you're seeing is more and more Palestinians packing their things up and moving to other countries and promoting other countries' government and advocating them to other country governments to take sides against Israel, instead of them going back to their country and staying at the bargaining table and bring about peace. See, if Rashida Tlaib and Omar and Bernie Sanders and other Democratic and modern Democrats want to, they boycotted AIPAC in trying to like saying we're going to sanction Israel. when we need to be not getting involved in this. Let this fight stay between Palestine and Israel. Let them, if Palestine want peace, let Palestine do their own work, footwork. Let Palestine find a good, positive way to bring about peace instead of using violence to bring about peace. Just like when that Palestinian girl smacked that Israel soldier. That was an act of violence. How you gonna bring peace when you committing violence? So you gotta have peace. In order to get peace, you gotta do things to bring about peace. And like Rashida Tlaib, she grieved about her grandmother. Now, if she really cared about her grandmother, she should have advocate the Israel government instead of coming here pushing it off on the American government, but going over there to the Israel government and making them write to her a letter of apologization and finding the people that humiliated her so she could get her grandmother's dignity back. But instead of coming here and giving the American people the blues about it and crying about it. That's what I'm talking about. These politicians, if you really care about Israel, Palestine, you should go over there. Stop. You're in the wrong government. I'm not afraid to say it. And like Americans, we're not afraid to say it. And just like y'all out here, like a lot of y'all out here, y'all want to get more Muslims in the government. What is it going to profit to have more Muslims in the government? It will not make America a diverse nation if we got all Muslims in the government. If all Muslims was lawyers, governors, mayors, and mayors and congressmen, and even if there was a president, what profit is it going to? What is it going to gain to have more Muslims? How about we want and more Muslims is coming? Oh, what that mean? We're gonna have more Muslims in the government? Forget about the American people. Forget about the diversity of America. We got to have all Muslims. That's the only thing you can promote. To get a speck here of a black person, a speck here, a Latino, a speck here, of what's her name? More Muslims in the government. It's like you're supposed to bring something. If one voice don't make it right, if two voices don't make it right, or five voices doesn't, if we don't hear you did, then what is it going to make if we have 12 voices in the government? We don't need all Muslims. America do not Omar Hayham. I am Omar. America do not hate Muslims. We do not look at Muslims as second citizens. We do not look at Muslims like y'all were the ones, all of y'all were the ones that committed the act in 9/11. Because we have America, the American government understands. And just like President Bush said, and other presidents said, that Muslims were killed in 9/11 by the terrorists. Muslims are killed over in the Middle East by terrorists. So terrorists is not only are not only to be said that they are Muslims, they kill Muslims too. So we don't think that all Muslims are terrorists. But I didn't say that, but you did say that. So your words have meaning. And when you say open your mouth, your words speak out and they bring out the truth that was coming from within you. And we don't need to have Rashida Tlaib more Muslims in the government. Because if you can't, we don't hear your voice. We don't hear their voice. We need to keep the diversity in the government because we need more people, diverse people in our country to represent all the people, not one class of the people. Okay? And y'all are not neglected, but we're not going to be dominated by your culture. Because y'all, you got to get some coping skills over there in the Muslim community. He looked at me. Well, they gonna look like you said. If somebody look at you like Omar I am Omar said. If somebody look at you, go over there and you you go up to them. No, you don't go up to them. You just look at them. And then you find something good about them, and you say something good about them, and that'll make them come to your side. But if you go up to them, you may face some negative words because they might think that you come to say something negative to them. Right. Okay. All right, I got to go, y'all. But I'm just trying to say. And then they talk about they want to bring the ISIS bride here. You got Claire, the organization Claire, fundraising to bring the ISIS bride. That's what you're paying your money, $50 to $500 a seat. Cause you know how many people that was killed over there in the Middle East? 1,218,900 people were killed. Million people were killed over there. America has lost siblings for the Muslim community. They packed their bags, took their husbands and the wives, packed their bags and came over here and are living in safety. While American soldiers was over there, American soldiers, military over there getting killed, while Iraqi soldiers was over there getting killed, while y'all living in safety. These people died. And then you want to go bring ISIS over here? Some ISIS brides back here? You're being very selfish. You got to stop crying for yourself and start crying for other people. Stop looking at all the negative things that America is doing to the Muslim people and start seeing the positive things that America is doing. And you can't be selfish, Claire. You can't be selfish, repeatedly. You can't be selfish, Omar, and Alexander Cortez. You got to care for more people than just your people. We care for the immigrants, but we got to care for the American people. We got to care about those people at the border. We got to care about their protection. And we got to care about them ISIS brides. Y'all want to care about the ISIS brides that have been indoctrinated. They were mooses. They were sent over there to be a moose to the men to get out of the bed. America killed their husband. So we don't know what kind of mindset they coming back here. And you as Muslims, you don't want them to be indoctrinating your children with that terrorist stuff. Let them stay over there and prove to themselves. I'm not trying to put them down because they might be some good people. But I want them to they need to prove themselves. Just like the president wrote, they need to prove themselves. They had to prove that they are nonviolent. They had to prove that they won't hurt nobody. We can't let them prove it over here. We got to let them prove it over there. See, if they don't jump up and run with it, he want to test them and see if they stay over there and they jump up and run with another terrorist group, then he glad they stayed over there. And not brought that stuff back here to the United States, enriching other people's lives where a lot of American people, family members were killed by ISIS terrorists, by ISIS. And you want to bring them over here. Muslims were killed, Claire. Do you know a lot of Muslims were killed by the ISIS? But you want to raise money for the ISIS brides? I don't know why y'all support them. And Rashida Tlaib, secretly, and Bernie Sanders secretly. You want to see what Bernie Sanders' government? Look at what's going on today in the Democratic Party. That's his government. You see all these babies getting killed. That's his government. And we don't need more Muslims in the government. We need to get more diversity. We need more white people. We need more black people. We don't need no more Latinos because we got a lot of Latinos. We need a little more diversity. We need to get some more diversity in our government for everybody. Somebody that can represent all the people, not somebody who just want to get it up. I'm a Muslim and be running to every Muslim cause and making people feel bad about America, talking bad about America, and encouraging people to feel bad about America. Okay? I want y'all to be blessed and pray for your family members and pray for this nation and pray for all this corruption going on in the government. And pray for this election and all that corruption that want to get into the new election and the right kind of people get for the election. Okay? And pray for our President Trump, who speak positive about our country and who want to keep our country neutral, and he want to make the right decision. If he has to protect Israel against the allies, then we will do it, because there is a country by themselves over there, surrounded by themselves, and we're not gonna let them be by themselves. Okay, I pray we don't. Goodbye.